My own home. I'm not talking about the excitement of owning your first home. No, we're talking about the last home. I don't think anyone will avoid that transition, and we don't think about it enough from my perspective. What happens in that last years of our lives in terms of where we will live? That is a series of some of the biggest decisions that we'll make. The 80%, 20% rule works here as well. 80% of people say they want to live in their own home for as long as possible late in life. However, only 20% get all that they hope for. So, are you in that first 80%? Some do know that they want a senior living facility sooner rather than later, but clearly most of us prefer to stay in our own home for as long as possible. How about that 20%? How confident are you that you'll make it in your home as long as you want? And you may be the older adult focused on your journey, or you might be the adult child looking at your parents wondering. That was our experience. Becky's parents, Norm and Doris, knew what they wanted, their own home, but they had no executable plan in place to have the best chance of making that happen. And additionally, Doris was already well into Alzheimer's, and Norm had major health issues, including diabetes, heart issues, and much more. They were facing some potentially dire consequences. But Becky teamed up with them, and over a 2-year period, they had a much better outcome than they ever anticipated. Using that experience, and my work as a church educator and health educator, we put together a 7-video series on critical decisions late in life, how to stay in your own home as long as possible. It has tools for you to make or to tweak an existing plan to get what you hope for. We cover 3 main plan disruptors, the 3 simplest ways to counteract those disruptors, how do you know when you may need a little more help, how to find resources when you may need that little extra help, and critical things to think about, key medical decisions that come at the end. The earlier the better, but it's never too late to get started. We make the first video available for free, and you can contact me for access to that first video in the series. It's easier than you think to do simple things for a better outcome. It's hard to live with the regrets that come from poor preparation. And a PDF file is available with special faith-based resources for individuals and churches.